Hey, welcome to Hear Us Out. I'm Paul,
And I'm Patrick.
and we're going to be asking one of our quick questions. These usually take about 5 minutes, but they put us all under a lot of pressure. I'm going to be asking Patrick a question right now.
Yeah, he is. And I don't know what the question's going to be.
So, Patrick,
Yes.
what is your favorite sci-fi outside of the big three franchises? That is Star Wars, Star Trek, and oh my, I guess it's Star Wars and Star Trek. Outside of those two big franchises, what's
They're,
your
they're the two big ones. Oh, okay. I do the thing. So when we do these questions, I start qualifying it. I'm like, okay, so you want something that's TV or movies, or does it have to be both? Does it have to be franchise? Can it be
Give
like,
me so here. Give me.
hmm.
I'll say TV and I'll say TV, but not. You have to count outside Battlestar Galactica. And with
Shit, you got me.
movie, it's only Star Wars and Star Trek. Okay, so
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put place something even harsher around myself
okay,
because Star Trek and Star Wars have both TV and movies now.
hmm
I'm gonna try and pick something else that is a franchise that crosses the screen size. And here's why. Because instantly, Terminator is eligible.
that is true. Yeah, with the Connor Chronicles.
So is technically now Predator, I think, but I'm not going to be choosing that anyway. Um, well, when I say TV, I suppose probably was still a movie, even though it was on streaming, not on theatrical. Oh, yeah, but really, what I'm thinking is Terminator and Aliens, thanks to there now
Alien
being an
Earth.
Alien TV show.
Yeah, that's very true.
So that widens my field. Back to the Future, I would give that as one of my answers, but you see, that doesn't have TV,
It
so that
does.
gets me. What?
It has an animated. It has an animated TV show.
Get.
Yeah, and it focuses on Doc Brown's family.
Yeah, and you are talking franchise here, so I don't have to think about all my favorite singular sci-fi movies.
Well,
Franchise
no,
was the
you can.
question. I'm restricting you. Help me by keeping it restricted.
Okay, well, I was going to say no, it's not restricted to a franchise. It's essentially open world completely. So from
Well,
and I'm not
what's my
choosing
favorite
from
sci-fi?
from my one. I would not choose. I will be restricted not to choose Event Horizon. I'm trying to choose ones that are kind of like outside of the rungs of kind of like what we would
Okay.
generally choose. That's what I'm kind of going with this one. So like my TV show right
Yeah.
now is going to be, and it kind of I guess kind of crosses your thing. SG1, SG1 is good,
Stargate.
and it also
Oh,
has,
Stargate's wonderful. It has a movie though. Yeah, so you're in.
but it has also a new TV show. Amazon has picked up a new TV show
Hang on,
for
Stargate's coming back?
yeah, yeah, and it's done by the original creators and stuff like that.
Have we
So
not talked about this and how did I miss it? But another time, another time.
yeah,
Okay, so SG1, well, obviously Battlestar Galactica. If I'm talking mainstream stuff, I've mentioned, Terminator and Alien as great sci-fi. Some terrible movies on both their parts. Some decent TV on both their parts, I guess, technically. Some not so decent. I'm just sci-fi. God, it's such a
it's
broad thing.
yeah,
And for me, I go back to my childhood and I think, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when Spielberg does sci-fi, and a lot of people forget that he did so much sci-fi
yeah.
because E.T. is, classic sci-fi family movie,
Hmm.
same as Close Encounters. Then you
Batteries not
got things like
included.
Batteries Not Included. We talked as well about things like Silent Running, the more random sci-fi
Yeah.
out there that speaks to people like me who have mental issues. There's It's one of those things. I know that I'll hate you most for this question now because I will be shouting words and shows and movies in my sleep.
Oh, this is the thing.
But honestly, if I was to just sit down and recommend to somebody to
hmm
watch something sci-fi,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick something nobody's gonna expect. And I am very much staying away from all the favorites and all the classics and all the
Yeah.
brilliance. So be clear on that, folks. I'm staying away from everything that you're gonna pick.
Yeah, this is meant to be the fringe stuff kind of things.
Well, it's not so much fringes. It'll massively probably be a surprise for a load of people. Orville. The Orville was some of the best non-Star Trek ever made
Yeah,
in
that's
some
true.
cases. And it dealt with so many simple classic sci-fi
hmm
premises, am I? Of, worlds within worlds, time shifts, well, like you name it, they
The
touched on it.
hmm
So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah,
So Orville
the
for your
Orville.
TV show.
Oh yeah,
So just to throw one
yeah.
in there as well, just for a TV show, the classic Red Dwarf.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful,
Like
actually.
just to kind of complement the Orville. I think classic Red Dwarf, the old school one.
Both sci-fi comedy. One much more sci-fi, and the other much more comedy,
Mm.
as it turns out. And if anybody's wondering, Orville is one, and Red Dwarf is the other.
So
You know, I'm gonna try and pick a non-obvious sci-fi too. It's so difficult because my brain is drawing blanks, yet all the voices are screaming, "You have the perfect pick." You just can't find it. Like there's time travel. I'm trying to think of the genres now to just
there is quite a
tip
lot
me over.
within the like. There's quite a lot in the time travel kind of like I guess
Yeah.
kind of aspects. Jeez, there's a lot actually. Just looking at the list
They're,
here.
they're really, oh, and you've got lists and stuff in front of you. That's right. The person who asked the question can have thought
I'm
about this.
prepared. Yeah.
Yeah. Paul, I would say some of the stuff that you didn't know was sci-fi necessarily. I'm trying to think of what that great movie with Michael Shannon and is it Midnight, not Midnight Express? Would you mind looking up? I think his name's Michael Shannon. You know, the guy with the very stern face. There's a kid. Oh, I, ooh, I thought it would pop straight up. Okay,
No.
I'm now just buying time for myself. Okay, classic stuff like Fly the Navigator and Daryl for your kids.
They're great.
I'm not typing away here, so folks, this is all off the top of my head. The one that you're all screaming is the one that I would probably choose. You know what? I'm gonna pick something that comes up on the channel all the time because I still think if it had been done right, it'd be one of the best sci-fis of all time. And that's In Time with Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried. I think from a sci-fi uh, premise, from a setup and a sci-fi point of view, it's very accessible to everybody. Because
True.
the only real difference is in the future, we've gone beyond currency to the ultimate thing that really matters, and that is your time, the time you have here. And I think when sci-fi does its thing best, anybody can watch it whether they like sci-fi or not. And that's one of those things that you could talk socially and culturally, which also means I should just pick District 9. I keep
Oh.
naming things. Paul, did you find that one?
It's
Midnight something?
midnight special.
Midnight Special. Thank you.
It's yeah. That was the one that I.
There's a good one. If you haven't watched it, folks, that it'll annoy a lot of people, but I think it was very creative sci-fi. Yeah, Paul. So everything I just said, plus Back to the Future.
Okay. I will tell you. So from TV shows, I would choose Red Dwarf and SG-1, and my choice actually, which is the Moon. One is Moon. If you haven't seen the Moon,
Moon. Moon
good one.
with you're talking Frank
Sam
Zappa's
Rockwell.
kid. Yeah, Sam Rockwell and the guy's real name I've forgotten, but he directed it and he's wonderful. No, David Bowie's kid actually, or is it Frank Zappa's kid? I can never remember that director's name. But yeah, Moon is fantastic. I would make that my choice as well, actually. But instead, I'm going to say 2001: A Space Odyssey because you see, the longer I talk, I just get to mention more of them, Paul.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, which is
And
fine.
obviously for TV, it's Battlestar Galactica as well. Even though you said I wasn't allowed to pick it.
See, I
Um,
knew you'd pick it.
that's a great question, and usually I don't cheat. I'd like it noted that I have a history in these things of not cheating because I respect the spirit of what we're doing. But that pun, Paul, that was just like these things are supposed to be Sophie's choice, but that was
It's a hard one.
sickener. That's rough, man.
Yeah, once you kind of go outside the normal, I guess, like, big kind of like ones that we like, and then also the ones that we personally like Battlestar Galactica and stuff like that,
Yeah.
because you're kind of, yeah, you're racing through a backlog of stuff that's just like incredible.
And
So,
so much stuff too, because we're also both sci-fi
yeah.
leaning. Oh, what a great question. Everybody, I say this all the time, but if you think you can come up with a better question to torture us than we come up with to torture each other, please get it in the comments because if we see it, we will do it extremely quickly so that we don't have time to prepare. And you will get to see us wriggle and squirm based on your evil, but ultimately fair question.
Yeah. So, and let us know. Let us know what movies you would choose, what TV shows you would choose
Mhm.
that are out of the kind of like, I guess, more normal seen as kind of sci-fi shows and TV. Sorry, and movies, which will be fun. Like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I've been Paul,
And I've been Patrick.
and we've been here safe. See you later.
Later.